Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do my first ever unboxing of a Criterion Collection Blu-ray release, and I've never picked up any of these Criterion Collection releases before, just because for the most part they just haven't been they haven't really had any titles that I've been interested in. I'm opening this up right now just to kind of get rid of these stickers, but yeah, I haven't really gone for these Criterions just because there's hasn't been a lot I've been interested in, although I have been interested in, just the collection in general, because they just kind of look really cool and high quality releases and everything. So this one here, I guess first of all I'll show you the stickers. This one just says Director Approved Blu-ray, and this is the price tag, which I did not pay $39.99 for. I paid half that price because they had a half off sale going on at Barnes & Noble, and I've kind of had my eye on this this and one other title for the past few sales, and I've just kind of passed on them, but I decided to just go for it. And this one is called Crumb, a film by Terry Zwigoff, I think. And this is a blind buy, but I picked it up. Let's see. It requires a little explanation, I guess. So I watch. Probably most of you aren't familiar with Jordan Peterson on YouTube. He's like a clinical psychologist, and he has a lot of interesting psychology topics that he talks about on his YouTube channel, and he's kind of all over the place on YouTube and other places online as well. But I think his videos are pretty interesting, and I've watched them quite a bit. And in one of those videos, he recommended this movie, and I forget what the the topic was or of why he recommended it, but he recommended it, and I'm like, huh, well, that sounds interesting. And it's a Criterion Collection, which I don't own any of these yet, so that was kind of the reason why I decided to pick this one out of the rest. There's one other one that I wanted to pick up, but at my Best Buy store, the packaging, the actual case was kind of broken, so I had to order it online. So I'll be doing an unboxing of that other one, but another time. But anyways, this one, here it is. Here's the front artwork. Here's the spine. And then here's a look at the back here. And this is a Blu-ray. Got a little description here, one thumbnail up on the top, and it's got a number of special features, it looks like, here as well. And released by Sony, rated R. Runtime is 120 minutes, so about 2 hours, and it was made in 1995. And these Criterion Collections are interesting because the Blu-ray case itself is different than a normal one. It's basically like a clear DVD case, but it's shorter than normal, so it's like the same front dimensions as a Blu-ray case, a standard Blu-ray case, but then the spine itself is, the thickness is the same as a DVD case, and it overall is more similar to a DVD case. So I don't know why they did it like that, but it's interesting, and it's not like it's like bad or anything, but it's kind of a situation where this is going to go in a sort of separate section on my shelf. And I don't intend to get a lot of these Criterion Collection movies because, like I said, I just don't have a lot of interest in a lot of them, but I wanted to get this and one other title, and that other title I'll open in another video. So what's inside is going to be a complete surprise to me, but it is no surprise that there is, it looks like a good proper release. These Criterion Collections, I think, are, they're pricey, but they're pricey for a reason, and I think they're kind of meant to be like a, this is the one release that we're going to do of this movie. We're going to kind of pack it with best possible, release of the film and special features and everything, and that's going to be it. And I think that's kind of how the idea of it works. Not 100% on that, but I think they kind of just strive for doing the absolute best possible job with the release they can. And that's going to be the release, and that's it, essentially. They're not going to do like a lot of companies do, where they release something and they kind of neglect special features, and then they kind of reissue it sometime later, and then people repurchase it and so on. I don't think they really do that with the Criterions. Anyways, we've got some things included here. Talent test, whatever this is. It looks like it was printed on old paper. Obviously it's not, but it's kind of an interesting thing. Let's see if I can open this up. So, how to take this talent test, it says. So I don't know. This is kind of interesting. But let's see. What else is in here? Maybe just a bunch of pictures in here. I guess you can take like a talent test or something. And I don't know if this is just like a... I'm not really sure what to make of this. And it looks like here we've got some artwork and things, probably some sketches of characters in the movie and so on. And more drawings over here. Kind of hard to get at this since it was kind of folded funny, but anyway, here it is. So there's a look at that. Then we have the main insert booklet here, which has, it looks like, all kinds of pictures and animations and credits and all kinds of different text and stuff you can read through. And you know, this is pretty cool, especially for, you know, collectors and things like. I am kind of a fan of the idea of these Criterion collections, because it's like, yes, we're gonna make a really good release, and it's, you know, just I like this idea quite a bit. So then back artwork here, this is just kind of like little scribbles, I guess. So, you know, not really anything too fancy, it looks like. Let's see, and then here is a look at the other end here, which is just the same thing. It's a nice quality case too. It's not an eco box or anything really close to that even. It's just a good, solid, nice quality clear case. Here's a look at the Blu-ray disc. This has full artwork on it, which is nice. You can kind of see a little bit too. There's like this very faded outline of the C for Criterion on it as well. But anyways, here is the artwork. And that is about it. And yeah, so there it is. I'll put this all back in the package. And Criterions don't really come with slipcovers or anything from what I've seen, except for maybe some of like multi-disc packs or something. I've seen some that have like kind of boxes and stuff, but none that are just like a standard release like this with a slipcover or anything. They're just you know, you just buy this and this is what it is. So I actually kind of really like that. It's just nice and simple and clean and everything like that. So this is kind of interesting for my, you know, taking a look at my first ever Criterion collection release. I will have one more to open up, and then I don't know if I'll ever buy any more or not. Just depends what's out there and if I, you know, if I have an interest in it. But for the most part, don't have too many interest in these movies, but just a couple of them to have in my collection as a sampler, if nothing else. So anyways, there it was, Crumb on Blu-ray Criterion collection from Barnes & Noble. And best time to buy these if you're looking for them is when Barnes & Noble has those half-off sales on the Criterions. It's a pretty reasonable deal, because, you know, if you're going to pay $40 for a title like this, you better really like it. Otherwise, that's a lot of money. But $20 brings it down to a more reasonable price to, you know, even $20 for doing a blind buy is still a little bit high, but, you know, it's kind of just in the ballpark, at least for me anyway. So anyway, there it was. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video.